Hunter from Belfast Cookery School and Mourne Seafood Bar. So guys, today we are going to cook our beautiful Jerusalem eggs, guys, okay? Or baked eggs. Now this is perfect, well we're marketing this is perfect for Christmas morning or any day in December whatsoever, okay? So I'll quickly run through what you get in our beautiful box here. We have a little bottle of bubbly, some freshly squeezed orange juice, okay? So there's your box fizz taken care of. Some free range eggs, large free range eggs. Some finely diced shallots and garlic, roasted red peppers, chopped tomatoes, beautiful double cream, some fresh baby spinach, all our lovely spices, some chili there as well, some fresh garlic, a little bit of sugar, and some homemade ricotta cheese, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. We're into the cooking. And of course, it is Christmas, a couple of crackers. So to begin, guys, I'll get Andy in to pour those later on. So, get yourself nicely organized. Open up our little packets. So, 99% of everything is done here for you guys, okay? So you're just really bringing the dish together. Pan on the heat, guys, so you're medium to high heat. Little drizzle of rapeseed oil. Okay guys, so this is one of our partners we are supporting, as in support local. Rapeseed oil, brighter gold from Moira. So a little bit of smoke, give it a little bit of smoke as soon as the smoke starts, in with your shallots first. You want to hear that sizzle. Okay, so you don't want to colour them, you just want them to soften down. So as soon as they hit the pan, the temperature is going to drop, so don't worry about it being too hot. Keep it moving. Again, try not to colour. Now, just as it's starting to soften. Now, that only takes 30-40 seconds. We're going to go in with our garlic. So, just push off the heat a little bit. Come round, and I will explain to you about the garlic. Now, we're going to grate our garlic, guys, okay? So, get yourself a nice little fine grater. Now, believe it or not, this is a very important step because all the flavour in garlic is actually in the oil. So, if you chop it or use a garlic press, you're not releasing all the flavour, all the oil. By grating it, you're releasing all the oils and you're releasing all the flavours. So if you just chopped it up or used a garlic press, popped it in, you only get a small percentage of the flavour. Grating it, you're getting all that lovely flavour from the garlic. In we go, back on the heat. Now as soon as you add that, you're going to get that beautiful garlic smell. Again, just 20-30 seconds. And now, I want to add a splash more of rapeseed oil. To the centre of your pan, you're almost making it a little well, and we're going to go in with our spices. So we have smoked paprika, cumin and ground coriander into the middle. Now in chefy terms, what this is called is a temper. So by adding it directly to the heat, we're releasing all that beautiful flavour from the spices. So if we were to put these into a cold pan, or you would add them say after you added the tomatoes, again like the garlic, you're not releasing all the flavour. Introducing it to the direct heat, boom, all the flavours come out. So again, 20-30 seconds, very quick dish, guys. We are in with our chopped tomatoes. Okay, so it's going to absorb all those beautiful flavours. So now we add the chili. Okay, so a little spoonful here of crushed chilies. Now, the reason I didn't add that at the start with the rest of the spices, if you put the chili straight into the hot pan, you would end up burning your eyes and the chilies would go all bitter, okay? So just add those in to after you add the tomatoes. And we're just going to let that simmer for 1 minute. So while that's simmering, guys, I'll tell you a few little cooking tricks, okay? So I've used shallots in this dish instead of onions. Now, the reason we do that, this dish is cooked very quickly. Now, for you use onions, onions are very high in water, okay? Which are good for if you're slow braising or you're slow cooking something, because then you have a slow release of flavour. Where shallots has less than half the water content than onions. So it's ideal for something really quick. There's not a lot of water content in there. It doesn't dilute all the flavours. So it's one of the first things you're taught, guys. Onions for long, slow cooking. Shallots for quick, easy prepared dishes. Now, that's been simmering and you see it's starting to thicken up. Now, in with the red peppers. And beautiful double cream. Okay, now it's Christmas. You don't need to worry about those calories. You can worry about that in January. Okay, so just round the outside, bring it in. So we'll let that simmer for one more minute, another 60 seconds. So we'll taste the seasoning. Beautiful. Okay, so it's been simmering for 1 minute, guys. We're almost there. Okay, so there's a little sprinkle of sugar, just to take the acidity of the tomatoes. And then in with our beautiful organic baby spinach. Now that looks like a lot, but that is just going to wilt down. Pulling that through. Or if you're confident enough, give it a little toss. Again, just 1 more minute, let that spinach wilt down. Okay, so with new ingredients, check the seasoning again. A little pinch of salt. So salt, guys, natural flavour enhancer. I'll bring out all the individual flavours of that dish. Okay, so spinach in, simmer for 1 moment. Okay, so once your spinach is wilted, guys, now we add the eggs. So what we want to try and do is make 4 little wells. So just push the ingredients to the side and crack an egg in each. Now, once you have the egg in, just get your sauce and pull it right over the white. So just the yolk is showing. So you're making 4 little wells in total. So crack your egg. And you're pushing with your thumb and pulling towards with your finger. Okay, so that's how you crack an egg with one hand. I'll show you again. Just pull that over the whites. So remember, you're pushing with your thumb and you're pulling with your middle finger. You're separating the shell. There we go. Like, of course you can do it with 2 hands, but this just looks really cool. It really impresses people when you do it. Okay, last one. See if we can do it without breaking a yolk. There we go. So again, just pull the sauce over the white. So just the yolk is showing. Okay guys, now last little thing to do before we pop it in. So this is ricotta cheese. This is homemade ricotta cheese. We're just going to dot that over. Now this is a super easy cheese to make at home, guys. It's just basically whole milk with a little bit of acid added to it, as in lime juice, lemon juice, and in this case some cider vinegar. And what happens, you get that separation of the curds in the way, you know, like a little Miss Muffin. And this is the cheese curds with a little bit of salt. Again, this is all coming in your pack. A nice even spread. And that is it, ready for the oven. Now, the oven is at 200 degrees, okay? So, when you're putting this in, guys, that's for later on. So, when you're putting this in, okay, You must have a pan, guys, that doesn't have a plastic handle, okay? Or you could do it when you're making it in a casserole dish, just to pop in. But just make sure you don't have a plastic handle in your pan. So what we're looking for here is just that little wobble, okay? So we don't want a really, really runny egg, or we don't want a firm set egg. Just that little wobble in it. Now, when those are in the oven, I'm going to do a little serving suggestion for you, okay? I'm going to make some nice little bruschettas. So, oil in the pan again. Okay, quite a bit of oil. I'll talk to you a little bit about this stuff. Brighter gold, okay? Rapeseed oil. Now, always cook with rapeseed oil, guys. I tend to find if you're cooking with olive oil, particularly a stronger olive oil, the actual flavour of the olive oil tends what you're cooking, okay? So with this rapeseed oil, you're getting completely flavourless, okay? So all you're tasting is that lovely food you're cooking. Also, it's full of natural essential fats as well. It's really high in omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. And it's the highest flash point of any oil, which means you can cook at a higher temperature without burning your food, okay? Now, I know all that's pretty boring, but it's a beautiful local product from Northern Ireland, and we're all here to support each other in these times and support using local produce, okay? Now, so when your oil just gets hot, a little tip, break a little bit off your bread, pop it in, and when it really starts sizzling, that's when you can drop your rest of your bread in. Okay, so when your oil's ready, guys, I want you to gently drop it in, okay? And when you're dropping stuff in the pan, always drop it away from you, okay? Never drop it towards you. You don't want to get splashed with that oil. Of course, if you want to be a little bit healthier, but again, guys, it's Christmas, you don't need to worry about that. You could always grill or toast your bread. What we're doing here, we're frying it, okay? So you're going to get that lovely crisp texture, which goes with the Jerusalem eggs fantastically well. Okay, so we're looking at lovely golden brown. There we go, beautiful. So you want that nice crisp, listen? Beautiful. Okay, so back over it. Okay, just on the little cloth or tissue, and it just soaks up any excess oil you have. While the bread is still warm, get a clove of garlic. Split it in half. Just start rubbing it over the surface of the bread. Okay, so what's going to hear that lovely, the hot bread is going to bring out the oil and the garlic that we talked about earlier on, and just flavour that lovely little bruschetta. And then a little sprinkle of sea salt. Okay, so you've got little crispy garlic breads. Now, let's check the eggs. Okay, so the white's just starting to cook there. Another 2 minutes for those. Okay, guys, so here we are, 15 minutes at 220. Now, there we go. Okay, so just a little accept wobble, and that is us good to go. Now again, be very careful, guys. Over here. Now, I'm just going to serve these and garnish it with the little garlic bruschettas. So, there's a little trick to this, okay? So you're scooping underneath that egg. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful sauce. And again. So underneath, big serving spoon. Okay, some lovely bruschetta on the side. Now I'm going to finish this one. Going to introduce a tiny little bit of heat on this. There's a little bit of chili in there, but it's really just to enhance the flavour. Now so a little bit of heat. Again, just a serving suggestion. A little drizzle with chili oil. I'm going to finish this one off with a little bit of chefy pea shoots. Now, look at that. So, while I'm serving the arm, I'm going to bring in Andy Ray, and he is going to show you how to do box fizz. Right?
Okay, folks, I got all the hard work actually. So I'm going to make box fizz. I had a very easy job there, just did a few eggs for breakfast. So box fizz classically is a third of orange juice to 2/3. No, it's a third orange juice. Here, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It's Christmas.
It
It's
doesn't
Christmas.
matter. So basically, it's depending how you're feeling. Actually, we'll give you more orange juice than you actually need, and it's up to yourself how much you're going to drink. I know the other half will want a boozy one, especially because it's Christmas morning and all. So technology's crazy, no problem. So just top it up. So I'm sure we'll get some cocktail brew.
Oh, look, he messed it up. Oh, yeah. Easy job, yeah.
I'm sure we get some cocktail brewery who's going to tell me that well, you put the champagne or prosecco in first, but you know something? It's Christmas. There you go, buddy.
Cheers, big lad.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Great.